to my channel Beyond the Briefcase. I hope you are doing well. So I'm back with another important judgment of Honorable Supreme Court. So as you can see, the Honorable Bench of Justice B.R. Gawai and Justice A.G. Masih, they have said that instigation must have close proximity to suicide, and Supreme Court quashes abetment to suicide case against business partners. So as you know that nowadays we are seeing that there's a certain spark in abetment to suicide cases. So for that matter, this particular judgment becomes very important because we can use this particular judgment as a precedent in the upcoming cases. Also, you can save your client if your client hasn't done any crime and he or she has been framed unnecessary. So this and that particular crime relates to section 306, section 34 of IPC. So very useful judgment for those particular sections. So let's see exactly what Supreme Court held in this particular judgment. So Supreme Court held that the positive act of instigation by accused person and the commission of suicide by the victim, the Supreme Court on Thursday upheld the questioning of an abetment to suicide case against the business partner of the deceased who committed suicide alleging harassment from his business partner. So this is a case of business partner, but nowadays we are seeing that there is certain spark when we talk about relationship. So if a girl or a boy dies, they definitely write a suicide note that their partner harass them to commit that particular suicide. So even you can use this particular judgment in that sense also. So in this particular case, the deceased wife challenged the Karnataka's High Court order questioning an FIR registered against respondent 2 to 4 accused under Section 306 of IPC, abetment to suicide, Section 420, cheating, force not sex, criminal intimidation, read with Section 34, common intention of IPC. So the appellants, let's see the brief of this particular case. So the appellant's deceased husband was a partner in MS Soundarya Construction alongside respondent 2 and 3. On 14 April 2024, he was found dead by hanging and the police initially ruled at it as a suicide. But again, they investigated and they reached to a conclusion that it was a commitment to suicide. However, the High Court quashed the FIR and they ruled that allegations did not establish abetment to suicide under Section 3065 PC. And due to lack of tag instigation, additionally, it was found that no case of cheating under Section 420 IPC, also reasoning that the deceased could have complained during his lifetime. Also, affirming the High Court's decision, the judgment authored by Justice Gawai noted suicide occurred 39 days after the alleged harassment, which breaks the proximity requirement for amendment. So, the proximity requirement for amendment plays a very crucial part in this whole case. So, according to Honorable Judge, the particular person died after 39 days after the alleged harassment. Let's say he would have died before, after, within the 10 to 14 days of tenure duration, then the proximity requirement would have fulfilled in this particular case. Also, they relied on the case of Prakash versus State of Maharashtra 2024 SEC Online SC 3835, where a 1 month gap between alleged instigation and suicide was deemed insufficient for abatement. So now they have also given the duration, which is 1 month. How we can bring a nexus between the alleged instigation and the suicide? Also, the Honorable Court said that we, therefore, of the considered view that even taking the allegations at its face value, it cannot be said that allegations would amount to instigating the deceased to commit suicide. In any case, there is no reasonable nexus, just now I mentioned, between the period to which allegations pertain and the date of death. In that view of matter, we do not find any learned single judge high court was heard questioning the proceedings under section 1306 IPC, the court, Honorable High Court, Supreme Court observed. So the case name, as you know, that are Shashirekha versus State of Karnataka and others, and this is the judgment of the case. Criminal appeal number 25, specially petition number 14900 So that's the citation. You can read this judgment. It's a 14-page judgment, and they have mentioned those essential part of nexus: 1 month gap, precedent which Honorable Supreme Court used, everything in this particular judgment. So 23 paragraphs in this particular judgment. So this judgments, as I mentioned, this judgment is very important with regard to abatement of suicide. Do remember, it's a very recent judgment. It could come in your judiciary examinations. It could come your cleared UG and PG, and it's very important from the perspective of all the examinations. Thank you so much for watching my video. Do share this judgment with your friends and do comment your suggestions, opinion, and do share, do like and subscribe my videos. Stay tuned for more informative videos. Thank you so much.